All right, we are ready to go.
Hi, everybody.
Let me turn off the transcription.
Oh, yeah.
So just a couple slides before we get started. There's the waiver, the CubeFit waiver. This is a little, these will all be posted at the end too. This is about our upcoming webinar on low back care. It's on Wednesday, June 4th at 1:30 Central. So there's a little UR code you can register up there. Those invitations will be going out later this week, I think. And then if you have any questions, your contact at HP is Andrea. She's the Global EHS Program Manager. So there's her contact information. And then here's a slide on resources. There's a registration link you could pass on to somebody for ERGOFIT classes or for CubeFit classes. And there's a risk assessment tool out there for you. So all the things that you have. And we're going to talk about this in a little bit.
Hey.
All right, we're going to get started. So welcome, everyone. My name's Barbara Morgan with Health Fitness, and we are here for a 10-minute ErgoFit break today. We're going to start out with just a couple big deep breaths. We're going to try to stay seated today. If you want to stand up, some of these you can do standing, but I know people have reached out and said I can't always stand up in my cube where I'm positioned. So we thought I'd do a couple today of just seated. So we're going to just take a couple big deep breaths, kind of stretch around, move around, especially if you haven't been doing anything today as far as stretching goes. And we're going to start out with a hip opener. Let me move back a little bit so you can see. So we want to take our right ankle and put it on our left knee, kind of scooch to the end of your chair to give you a little bit more room. And then very gently, depending on how flexible you are, you want to just kind of rest your right hand on your right knee and just press down a little bit. Like my hips are really tight. And that's one of the things that happens when we sit a lot and don't get up and move around. So you might feel pretty tight through here. You want to make sure that you're seated up very straight. And if just crossing your ankle over your knee is all you can do, that's fine. Sometimes people can't even get that far. You can work up to that. But if you can get to that point, you can also lean forward, and that will increase the stretch. Now, the other thing you can do is actually circle your foot around. You can't see my foot, but you can just do little ankle circles. So again, we're trying to figure out a way to multitask with these stretches. This is a great one to do during the day. You really don't need to move. All you need to do is push your chair back a little bit. So we're going to sit up, take a big deep breath, and we're going to lean forward again and see if we can get just a little bit further down. Now I feel this all the way down into my calf, but my hips are pretty tight, so. And we always want to make sure the shoulders are down. Don't be doing it with your shoulders up, and also don't be doing it rounded. We spend too much time like that over our keyboards as it is. So let's try to keep nice posture. We're going to come back up and take another deep breath. And we're going to lean forward one more time. So now things are opening up a little bit. Sometimes it takes till that third rotation. Great. And now we're going to move over and we're going to put our left ankle on our right knee. And we're going to push that knee down a little bit. Sit up straight, drop your shoulders, and you want to just bend forward from the waist. Don't be lowering your head, or you want to try to keep your head above your shoulders above your hips as you're leaning forward. Again, you can circle that foot one direction and then the other. Gonna sit up, take a big deep breath, and lean in again. Again, if you can press that knee down a little bit, you'll get a little bit more of a pull through the hip area. So for the last 6 weeks, we've been focusing on movement. I'm going to take all 6 of the pegs that had to do with movement, and I'm going to post them all together. So if you missed any of the last 6 weeks, you could pick them up in one place in the slide deck. And we're going to take a deep breath and go down one more time. So the problem is as we age, the cartilage in our joints, it just naturally begins to break down and the joints become more prone to injury. So the idea is we have to maintain different types of movement throughout life if we want to maintain that joint health and avoid things like, arthritis down the road. Perfect. Okay. Shake your legs out a little bit. You might be stiff. And now we're going to stay at the edge of our chair. Again, posture straight up, shoulders down. And I have the ability to grab the back of my chair because mine is at one piece. So with your right hand, you want to grab the back of your chair or along the side of the chair, and you want to twist. Turn sideways here for you. And see how far back you can twist. So when we have a lot of diverse movements during our day, it helps keep the joints active and prevents them from becoming rigid and brittle. So I'm going to come back to the front. Do that one more time. So a variety of movements ensures that the joints stay lubricated, that your muscles stay balanced, and also that your circulation is optimized. All right, we're going to come over to the other side. Start at the end of our chair, and we're going to twist to the left and hold that. The more lubricated everything is, the better health that the joints are in, the less chance you have of getting injured. So you need to regularly switch up your movements. It keeps your joints adaptable and resilient and really promotes long-term joint health. We come back to the front and one more time to the back. This is also a great stretch you can do in your car if you're sitting in traffic, but not while you're driving. Okay, back to the front. We're going to sit at the edge of our chair still, and we're going to put our left hand up, and we are going to hold on to the chair with our right hand, and we're going to bend to the right. So you're getting that stretch all down through your arms, down through your lats. Again, something we don't do all day as we're seated at our desks. The other problem we have with movement is we have a tendency to get very repetitive. We even get repetitive when we go into the gym. You do things that are easy and you do things that are familiar. I come up and we're going to do that over to the left side. So unfortunately, you get into these repetitive neural patterns that really can, lock up the body to pretty limited movements. And it's just kind of a downhill thing. They call it a limited movement vocabulary. I thought that was a great term. Okay, and now we want to grab the back of the seat. You want to see how, keep those shoulders relaxed down and see how close you can get your hands together in the back. We want to just kind of lean forward a little bit and get that really nice stretch across the chest. So the bottom line is we need to keep moving, and we need to keep moving in ways that are different and not repetitive. The whole idea of ergonomics is preventing repetitive stress injuries, because repetition in the workspace in an office setting for an office worker is one of the the whole issue. Great We're going to end with a couple wrist stretches, my absolute favorite one. Palm up. Going to pull your hand down. This is a great stretch for up through your inside of your wrist. If you have a couple minutes when we finish up here, you can do the opposite side. I don't want to keep people past the time. And we're going to switch over to the left. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today. If you have any issues, please reach out to me one-on-one. Don't put anything personal in the chat. I so appreciate everybody who attends. I hope you guys had fun today, and please keep stretching. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Barbara.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye. Thanks, Barbara. Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.